We will be here forever. Do you understand? Forever. Forever and ever and ever and ever.
This man has a lot of titles, so I don't know which one necessarily he want to go by, but
I got a few.
You got a few. You got a few. You got more than a few. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just call him producer extraordinaire / screenwriter / director / professor.
Call me your little brother. That's what you used to call back in the day. Now let's keep it. You know what I'm saying? Family.
Oh, you know, besides, well, okay, a better title. This little brother right here.
Yeah. There you go.
Mr. Dushawn Bulloch,
yeah, for sure.
Also a native of Savannah, GA.
You know it.
The homeland, the place that gave me birth. He and I.
For sure.
So, what's good, man? Welcome to the trap, bruh.
Appreciate it. I'm glad y'all had me.
It's nice to meet you.
Got me up in here. You know what I'm saying? I love coming to the trap. It's like, this is an awesome thing y'all doing. I swear it is.
It's really home, is. Man. It really is. We back in the trap. It's home.
For sure. You know what I'm saying?
So you've been busy. You know, you kind of like me. You'll duck off in the shadows a little bit.
Yeah. And
then when you got something brewing, you pop your head back out like, yeah, fuck y'all. Look at this shit here.
For sure.
So you know what's tell everybody what you've been working on. What's brewing?
All right. Well, you know, right now I got the Gangsta Gangsta 2 popping. For a lot of people who may not know, you know, Gangsta Gangsta 1 was like my very first theatrical
Who
feature
was in
film.
Gangsta Gangsta 1?
In 1,
Niggas.
you got.
Let me hear this. Who was in Gangsta Gangsta 1? And I want to know
1.
who was the gangsters in Gangsta 2.
All right, so I'm going to say it like this. Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm going to say it like this. Mm-hmm. All right, so.
I want to know who all these gangsters is.
All right, so I'm going to let. Well, you know, acting, real acting. How about we put it like that?
I know.
But I saw an interview the other day with it was not one of the. It was John Singleton, and when he said when he made Boys in the Hood, he wanted to make just the blackest movie possible. Well, when we made Gangsta Gangsta, we was like, we want to make the realest hood movie possible that showed the self-destructive nature of the black man, what we really go through from the southern perspective, because you always had movies like Crooklyn and all of that showed the northern perspective, and we respect all of that. Then you had the West Coast was doing their thing, you know, big with
right.
Boys in the Hood, Menace and all of that. And then a lot of people were like, well, damn, why do another hood movie? You know, you're going to do another one? I'm like, well, yeah, because the southern perspective hasn't been told. Right. And when it was told, everybody wanted to portray the brother going up in the hood as the kingpin and all that. I'm like, nah, that ain't real. You know what I'm saying? I know people who took a dime bag and turned it into a key. I know people who did that, literally. And that's a real story. I don't know anybody who just said, yeah, I want to start selling drugs tomorrow.
Right.
And somebody gave them a key. I don't know. I mean, it might exist, but hell, not from
not
where.
Around me.
Majority of shit that happened in the trap is self-made.
Right, you got to work your way up.
You know, ain't nothing given to nobody. Either
right.
you took that shit or you worked for that shit.
Or you worked for it, you know, basically. So, you know, we decided, because, you know, me and FatBoi go back ages, and, you know, when we, you know, was doing the camouflage thing in the music and all of that, that was all good. We was like, you know, we want to do something in the film, because I had went to film school, graduated from film school, and I was like,
how long
damn.
Have you been doing just in that field, in that area?
14 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been doing it for 14 years.
You know what you're doing.
I know a little something, you know.
I
know a little something, and you know, I teach it now. You know, right up the street. You know, so in the CAU Center. Yeah, come on. You know, we do it. This is what I do every day.
I'm serious.
This man is the truth.
Yeah, this is what I do every day.
Yeah, this is what he do. Our careers started at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, so
same time.
Yeah, we go back. We both started in Savannah, Georgia at Pure Pain Records. You know what I'm saying? Producing for what we used to call like the Southern Death Row.
Period.
Like that's what we was that talented. Yeah. Camouflage.
It's crazy because I was about to say that. You seem like you grew up and was surrounded by so many talented people. Like he knows all the talented people. I swear to God.
Knows everybody.
Everybody, they know him. He knows them. Like And everybody's talented in whichever way it is, whatever their craft is. They're excellent at it. Like,
I think that's the only kind of people that I get along with. Me and you get along great.
Yeah.
Me and him, like I said, this bruh, you know, G, you know,
Everybody,
Tasha P, you know, I like being around talent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
if you have something to offer to me, if you have something to offer to the world,
right.
you know what I mean? I want to be a part of that with you.
That's
so
real.
me and this, you know, like I said, we've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
So Gangsta 2. Well, first of all, tell the success of Gangsta 1, like that really was an underdog in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Coming from where it came from, how it came about, and the people that it touched. Right. I to date, I haven't met anybody that did not like this movie when they saw it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like it was
Right.
The realism of it is the main thing, and you can identify with each and every character in that movie.
Right.
And also, the Savannah story is kind of being told. Life in Savannah, as
Right.
we know it.
Yeah, because and it's not just Savannah, but although it was based out of there, but like I can remember a story. I was in Kroger's over right by Six Flags Lithia Springs. So I'm walking, you know what I'm saying, trying to find me some soup so I can base my meat or whatnot. You know what I'm saying, trying to have me a good night, have me some Hennessy in the car. So anyway, this guy following me around the store.
What time did you go to Kroger's?
This was
2
like
o'clock, 3 o'clock be the warehouse.
Nah, this was like 7:30, like
Oh,
p.m.
okay, nah. The weirdos be out late. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I mistaken him for weirdo, but he following me around. So I'm peeping him, man. I was like, all right, what's up with brother following me? So next thing you know, he come up to me. He was like, look, that's you. And I said, that's me. I said, what you talking about? He said, it's you. Now he approaching me in front of everybody in the grocery store. People stopping like, oh, they about to get at it. So next thing you know, he was like, you in that movie? I just saw the movie last night. And I was like, yeah, that's me. He was like, yeah, I'm from New York, man. That's where I got it from. Tom, we love you up there. He said, I don't know the name of the movie. I don't even know your name. And just for that to happen, that kind of love, like somebody just really recognizing me like that felt phenomenal because he was in New York. And he was like, I'm from New York. He said, I just came down here to visit, and I'm surprised I saw you. You know, I've had that happen in Memphis.
From them up top niggas, man. They everywhere, man.
For real.
They like,
but they show love though. But they show major love though.
I'm
You
from Brooklyn. Yeah, shout out to all my Brooklyn people.
Yeah, so you know
half the
it's
studio from up top.
I'm telling you.
yeah, we just underdogs off in this piece.
Yeah,
huh?
we the underdogs up in here, man.
So and when I shot the movie, I know I'm not gonna pretty much get a theatrical release. You know, we knew we was doing something independent. I was fine with that. Right. I just wanted to do some film festivals and learn the independent game. And I learned the whole game on distributing movies, on how like a full color copy of my movie pressed up costs 99 cents. I would get boxes. I would buy like maybe $10,000 worth of boxes of the movies, sell them for $10. I was making $9 profit, 900% profit. That's when I realized this game, the independent, really has more power than they believe. But everybody just want to be major. And we've been major in the music industry, and that's a great feeling because you get catered to and all that good stuff. But if you really want to be successful financially, the indie route is the way to go. Just like how we got all these cut the check shirts, and this is the route to go. You know what I'm saying? Then you make them come to you and buy you out. And the buyout check gonna be so big,
buyout check is crazy.
let them have it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about, because Universal tried to buy me out with Gangsta Gangsta 1, but the check was very, very much too small. And they kept coming.
They wasn't cutting the check.
They wasn't cutting the check. You know what I'm saying? They was cutting the
Damn
nonsense.
damn
check.
And see, one thing about it,
check, another plug.
I got the skills to do this. I got him. You know, we come together on the soundtrack. We could do movies. We could do this without anybody's assistance. I got all the equipment and I got everything I need. So now, you know, it's just
Where
like
can I
make it
find you
happen.
since you got all the equipment? You know
Well,
what you're
I tell you
doing.
what.
You went to school for it. Like, where can I find you so that way I can come and learn some stuff? You know?
I'm right up the street.
Up
I'm
the
in the
street?
AU Center.
Oh, okay.
And I follow you on Instagram too. Like you be having
word.
some dope Instagram posts. Like
Thank
you had one in particular. I saw this about 2 days ago. You had a little picture.
It's show them. It's probably the one you probably talking about. This one right here.
It's a work. Nah, that's great too. But no, it's a workout joint. You had and you said I need a workout partner, and I thought that was a very dope picture. I'm gonna leave that right there.
Yo, we're gonna show everybody the trailer real quick. And
the teaser. Because I got it. You got to tease them. I learned this from the industry. You tease them first, then you
get
hit
the
them.
trailer.
Yeah.
All right, see, learn something new every day.
Yeah,
we're gonna show everybody the teaser, and we're gonna come back and get into some more discussion with my man Dushawn, Bulloch, C Pope, Savannah's finest,
all day,
Sue Yung, G5, Tasha P in the trap. Bam.
Mm-hmm. There are 3 things you can do in this life. Either you can move forward, take steps backwards, or become a prisoner of the moment. Welcome to prison.
Yo, welcome back to the trap. We in here with Dushawn Bulloch, director of the upcoming flick Gangsta Gangsta.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about Gangsta Gangsta 2, man. What is it? Where does it pick off? Where does it pick up from Gangsta Gangsta 1?
All right. So we talked about the independent thing and all that good stuff. So I just want to preface what I'm about to say by saying this. In the independent game, it is a little bit of a struggle because sometimes you have to barter certain things. You got to raise your own budget. And I say all of that to say it took me like about 7 months to write the first script, and it took me about 1.5 years to write Gangsta Gangsta 2 because it picks up to where my character gets out of jail after like about 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of reunites with your character, a couple other characters, and relocates. And the world, if you know anybody who's been in prison for 5 years or more, when they get out, there's a reacclimation.
Yeah.
It's like because this world evolves quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
I was only gone for 1 year.
Yeah.
And shit was, you are literally on pause.
Yeah.
For 1 year. So I can imagine 5.
5 years. It's a hell of a reacclimation period. It's like, all right, damn, Instagram, what's that? What's social media? What's this?
My homegirl, she introduced me to someone that had been locked up for some years. And when they came out, they didn't know what Facebook was.
Right.
They didn't know what a lot of stuff was. And I felt like I was tripping. Like, yo, is he playing with me right now? Like, he really didn't know what Facebook and a lot of stuff was.
Right.
It was shocking.
And that's real.
I thought he was seriously playing with me.
Right.
When in prison, being in prison, it's a world within the world.
Yeah.
So you have to adapt to that world. Mm-hmm. There's even a jail for jail.
Right.
It's called the hole. You know what I'm saying? Like out here, we
That's
go
crazy.
to jail. You know, and that takes us from the big thing.
Right.
And once you get inside of it, there's a jail for a jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
And cause I got a cousin right now. He's doing 20.
Wow.
Willie Black. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep your head up. But the crazy thing is, like, he calls me from random cell phone numbers like all the time. So they at least have that privilege
now.
Where they get,
but it's different now because now you have access to people have access to a lot of stuff. I know a lot of people. My brother-in-law,
prisons is getting caught up to the way things.
He was still having access to Facebook. I was like, yo, you on Facebook?
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. So that's where the movie picks up, and then what happens is I want it to be a lot more behind the camera in this one, so that's why I'm giving a lot of the other characters their backstory a chance to be told. So like you have individuals who are thirsty and want to make money so bad until they'll deal with undercovers, knowing that they feel kind of iffy about them, and they so thirsty that they still do it. And that happens to this day, every day. We know people that has happened to. And the thing about Gangsta Gangsta, the whole story is based on a true story. It's like, it's not something that is necessarily fabricated, but I did have to modify it a little bit just for it to be a good theatrical story.
Right.
But that's where it takes place. Like just a lot of old beef is being settled, and initially Dro was supposed to play one of the lead characters. Big shout out to young Dro. We just couldn't, come to terms to get things together because he had a real busy schedule. But he was like a big proponent of the project. When I first met him, he was like, "Man, I love the movie, bro." Dro's a hell of a character.
I actually ran into people, that I worked with and came into the studio and they were watching Gangsta Gangsta, and I know the whole Grand Hustle loved that movie.
Right, the whole Grand Hustle
from Jason Tip on down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why the movie was crazy.
Yeah, the love that I got from the streets, that we got from the streets, because I always said it was our project. That's what I was going for. It wasn't like I was expecting a big old corporate America response. Right. So it did what it was supposed to do. It launched the opportunity for us to keep doing the projects that we want to do, the urban projects, because it's not like Gangsta Gangsta glorifies violence. That's not what it does. It's just bringing the reality of the hood.
Right. Because
what's crazy is when a white filmmaker makes a urban film and everybody rolling weed and sniffing powder and everything, that's acclaimed. But when a black filmmaker does it, then it's like, oh, that's degrading to his culture, and that's not the case. I mean, that's just where we come from. I'm from Waters Avenue, Georgia. If anybody know about Waters Avenue, it's a hell of a history behind it.
Waters
Avenue.
I'm from Brooklyn, so I don't know.
Goes down on Waters Avenue. Wherever you from in Brooklyn, wherever they from in the Bronx or whatever like that, wherever it went down in your neighborhood, that's what Waters is.
But that's why I
in
love
Savannah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
basically in New York,
right.
whatever street you were on, that's Waters.
That's what it is. And the thing is, I'm desensitized to it because I just grew up in it. Hell, when you come outside and you see somebody making plays, and it's no big deal.
But I seen like a Chinaman got beat up off his bicycle while he was going to deliver food. And he just had to walk back to the Chinese store. He got robbed. He got beat up. I seen somebody got killed over a parking spot. They got beat up with the driving club that goes on the steering wheel. He got beat to death. He got his head pounced
with his
out.
Own
Like 4 dudes got out the car and beat him up with the steering, the club.
Right.
Bust him in his head. Man fell on the sidewalk and bleed to death. Ambulance came too late.
Right.
And I was young. I'm used to seeing shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
By the time I got old enough, it was like the people that was doing all the craziness. They knew me. I knew them. We grew up in the same hood. Shit.
Right.
Don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you.
And that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like everybody understands the ecology of the hood, and you respect it, and you don't have to be super thugging it and all that to get respect. You just know. Not even. I do me, you do you, and that's that.
My aunt, I swear to God, she lived in this apartment for years. When I mean her rent was probably like $5 when she moved in. It was probably $5 when she moved in. She lived there for years. Like, she was the mother of the neighborhood. Everybody always looking out for her and respect her because she's been there for so long. She's been a mother to everyone's kids moving in and out that building. So they show her respect. She ain't have to be all gangster with everybody. Respect her son and shit. Right. But it's just the unsaid laws.
And that's how it is, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is in the trap. So, you know what I'm saying? I can remember growing up, man, being I had a lot of partners who hustle heavy, and they were getting money, and I can remember just hanging with them, hell, in the trap all day long, making $2,000 and $3,000 a day, like it was nothing. And only thing stopped me from that is I was like, damn, y'all ain't sharing the wealth, so I'm out of here. And my gift was always the music. Now, I knew that. My gift ain't in the streets like that. I know what my gift is. You know what I'm saying? So that and I respect that. I love what God bless me. When we got together on that music, like, we literally brought a whole new essence to the city of Savannah, because the city was dead and it died again when we left. And it's sad because I love my city, I miss my city, but my new home is Atlanta, and it's not like I've abandoned Savannah, but it's so much you could do when you got to fight the politicians who don't do nothing there. And
how long have you been in Atlanta?
I've been here for almost 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and pretty much like follow him. Yeah. Because when he came, I was like, oh, he getting it popping. I got to come to the
You move in a group, I swear, because everybody, you're like a magnet.
Well, I mean, everybody around us was dying.
Wow.
Yeah,
and
everybody.
It's like, am I going to stay here until this happened to me? Or it happened to him or happened to somebody else? So it's like, you know, and my mentality, and I'm sure his mentality is the same way. It's like you're gonna overcome that, or you're gonna get sucked up into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we cut from a different kind of cloth. Like we wanted to show the city another kind of way. Like you know, between the music that we was making, him doing his own movie and stuff like that. Like you know, like you can do this.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Cause we known as a crab in the barrel city. Crabs in the barrel. Like one person get on top of the barrel, another crab pull that crab down. You know, the biggest thing ever happened in Savannah was camouflage. They killed him. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of city we grew up in. You know what I mean? So for me and him to leave, and we wasn't the only ones that dipped. You know, it was others that started coming in behind us. You know, so you might run into a lot of Savannah natives and not know it. You know, it's just that's what it is.
Y'all gonna let it be known. You see how y'all did? Y'all went all out.
Yeah.
Like half of the segment Savannah.
If they
shout
pull
out to
something out
Savannah.
on you or hit you upside the head with something, you know.
Because you think about this, because see, you grew up in Brooklyn, right?
I know. Don't start. Look, don't start now.
No, this ain't no diss.
Brooklyn,
so you gotta look at all you had to look forward to when you walked outside. Even if your hood was
crazy,
kind of crazy, but you still lived in New York, where dreams come true. In Savannah, it's like, yo, you go outside, you see the waving girl. That's the statue of the chick that waved in the slaves. I mean, you see all kind of stuff that really just like demoralizes being urban and black. So you have to literally say, I'm gonna create my own self.